Hello again, everybody. We are talking about up here how to not be obsessed with your twin flame after reunion. Actually, this it's thankful to the Diamond B. Yesterday, she wanted to talk about this obsession with your twin flame after reunion. There is one thing you will understand when you. I was talking about this before. When you before you unite with your twin, you have to unite with yourself. Okay. What is the obsession? The obsession that is that you are obsessed with your twin. You're constantly thinking about them 24/7. You constantly want them to be with you. You constantly want to be under control on the connections. You constantly wanting attentions or demanding attentions. That is the toxic part of the connections. For Hi, beloved Empress Bohatka. I cannot pronounce the last name, but I will give it a shot. Ratian what? Hi, Sugar Diamond. Thank you for coming in. And that obsession is not healthy for the connections. It's not healthy from also from within you. I was talking about a lot of the twin flames and the one who make um, they want to talk about it, and they made an appointment with me so I can give them an advice within their twin flame journey. For If you don't know how to connect to me, you guys have a link with Facebook right on my banner, the top of the banner in there. There is a button that says Facebook. You click there, you private message me. Not a problem for it. Can help you with. But I told him at a lot of the twin flames, he says he gotta let him go. If you comes to a point of things in you, point out a situations from within you, you're gonna end up to a one choice is to let it go, to go in the separation. But what the separations does in this positive energy is removing the obsession. And that removing of that obsessions is helping you to do the inner work. And when you are reunited with your twin flame, you understand because their energies in you is united and you are not obsessed anymore within this. Their energy within them is united within them. They are not obsessed with this. You both have one thing, the inner peace in you. And I know that a lot of the people don't want to catch this energies. It will not resonate with a lot of people because most of the people they want to know how to get their twin flame or how to find their twin flame. They want to know what the twin flame love is. They want to understand all this without one thing. They don't know how to become the twin flame within them. This is one of the main problems of the twin flames that they want. Previous video that I did today, that was the ego. The ego still want things in the connections. If the ego, like the one partner wants something from the other partner, and if that is the ego-based situations, not the natural flow of path that goes on from within, then guess what? That is the ego. Okay, that is it, the ego that comes in and shows up from within. All right, but obsession, the obsession is that when you don't leave your twin flame to breathe, you don't give them the freedom, you don't give them the situation, you don't let them go. And not to be obsessed with the reunion from within you, that is when you allow them. Like, for example, you go ahead and tell them, hey, they say, you know what, I gotta go see my friend. Sure, okay, darling, not a problem, not a big deal. It's going to be a downtown. I need to take a taxi. No, I'll go ahead. I'll be a taxi. I'll get the car. Go ahead, put some nice clothes. Go see your friends. I'll drive you to the restaurant. Then give me a bus 10 minutes before the finish or 15 minutes, wherever is the drive. You go out there and you drive, but you're not obsessed. Okay, it's like you're not obsessed because guess what? You was like, can I come with? Can I decide with? And the ego's gonna try trigger you in there. Okay, the ego's gonna comes in there. But guess what? You are out there. You're doing uh, the obsession in there to be constantly with them, constantly around them. It suffocates the connections from within. Because if you're the one who actually gives more attention because you deserve some attention the others doesn't give you, which is typical breadcrumbing we're talking about up here. But you need to understand too much giving and too much not giving at all. They're both toxic at this type of point because of obsession. Okay, because of the obsession. You need to understand that obsession within the twin flame, it is toxic. I was digging up to my notes. I had a paper that we went deeply within the obsessions, which is I was breaking it down, the meaning of the obsessions, and so on and so on. Go ahead and search on my YouTube channel, the obsession video. It's live. We did it up here. We talked about this, but we also talk about that this is a toxic. Okay, so when you have in the reunion, nothing toxic should be there anymore. Everything should be cleared out. The most important to clear out is the past. What happened in the past? If you're not clearing the past, okay, you are not going to have going into the future. The past, the pains, the damage, everything will hold you back in there. You're still gonna be mad. You're still gonna be watching. Still gonna be doing it from within. Okay, you're still gonna be all the time with your twin flame. You're still gonna have these obsessions of love. What you gotta have this within the reunion, and I wish Diamond B was here so I can talk to her more about it, ask her for more deeply within why did that question come up into her, because her questions can help me the quality for it. Guys need to understand the more quality questions you give it to me, the more I can help you. That's unlocking things inside of me. That's how I operate. If I'm not asked the questions, I don't know what then answer it to you. That's how it works from within me. Okay, it has been for a very long time, even in the workshops that I do. They are like that. I ask the people to write it down in the workshops, their questions, and I'm taking it. They are writing in the piece of paper. We openly discussing it, this out in open, honestly, truthful. Within, we dive in together with all the facilitators in there. Okay, but the not to be obsessed with this is you are finally in the inner peace of the union. The union, it's permanent now. There is no more need to be obsessed. There is no more need to be constantly monitoring your twin flame because there is no more hide and seek game. There is no more game planning. There is no more this and there is no more that. That's what it's mean the reunion. Because why it's called reunion within the question that Diamond B did. Why? Because there was a union at some point. Then there was a separation, and now there is a reunion. But in that reunion, should not have an obsession. Obsession is what? Everything that it's matter of control. That is the old template of controlling your partner. That is the masculine who tries to control the feminine, and the feminine tries to control the masculine. That could be done a lot of ways in a lot of situations, but you need to understand within that reunion, okay, it has to have the process of interdependence. What is it, interdependence, though? When we're talking about the interdependence as a psychology fact, that is the two people they stay independent in some sort of way, but they have a mutual agreement that they keep together within that within their union. We're talking about the mutual agreement of true love, true compassion, true understanding, inner peace within, because no more lies, cheat, deceits, and so on and so on and so on. So there is no reason anymore for obsession. You might be having a different obsessions, but guess what? That different obsessions, they're going away, because what you are, both of you, you don't fight anymore as a masculine and the feminine energies from within you about anything that you want. So, for example, your twin flame wants to do something with you, and guess what? You take them, you go and do it. They want something to do with you, you go ahead and do it, because that's how you understand. No more battles, no more fights, no more situations. That it is. But the obsessions within the twin flames, that it's earlier, before the separations, it shows up the toxicity that needs to be worked it out. And that's why during the separation you overcome this. But while you are again in the reunion, guess what? You should not have this. And if you have it, you haven't done the proper job. And it's going to trigger you from within. If you have a reunion, real reunion, okay, not just come back and go situations, that thing is going to be healed from within you. But if you have this come and go situation, which is some of the twin flames, which is there in toxic patterns of toxic relationships within them, then guess what? The separation has not done its job. The separation has not healed from within you. It hasn't been done, all these situations from within your own self in there. And lately, you're gonna notice one thing: the energies that's gonna be changed. They're gonna be changed dramatically, and I'm talking about really dramatically from within. They're gonna be more clean, more clear, and more precise. Okay, there's not gonna be any of the old energies that you know. A lot of the twin flames, they're gonna begin to focus within this. They're sick of this. You know what I'm trying to say. We'll be seeing at this. We'll be seeing at this energies for it. And one of these energies is the obsession. You're obsessed. You constantly have to be around them. You constantly have to. No, 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 no. The obsession is very toxic. Okay. And when you are in a reunion, if you ever been in a union, you don't understand how this goes on from within. This is like the child goes after the mother. This is like the daughter runs after the father and wants an attention. Obsession is the need for attention. You're obsessed of something, to get something, to receive something, whatever it is, the situation. But right now, when you are in the reunion, you are going to recognize that doesn't need any more of this jealous, hatred, deceit, and so on within. Why? Because you're already reunited. You are put back together for purpose, a divine purpose from within. in you. You balance your divine feminine and masculine. You and them, they balance it in the self. Now you two are in the same page. Do you need obsessions right now? No. Why? Because only the love exists in there. But what love? The love with the truth in you too. That's what leads the path into the higher illuminations. That's how you get the support from the divine from within you. But guess what? You have to do your work during the separation. Okay? If you have an obsession during reunion, then you haven't done something right. Something you wasn't collected right from within you. Okay? So now, if you guys have some questions, let me know. When we were together, beloved Empress, there is peace. The long distance triggers obsessions in me. It's a powerful lesson. You're so right about the tensions. I know some of the stuff I experiencing personally. This is why I'm sharing it with you and giving you this energies. When I talking to you, I also give you the energy. You guys feel it. Those who are feeling the energies, you know precisely what that is. For some of it, the people, uh, they're not into that yet. The reason is they have to evolve from within. But the attention seekers, that's what the obsession is. That is the attentions from within. And for example, if you don't get the proper attention, like for example, we talk about the that was also with Sherry and Lee. When we talk about Sherry was one thing. You can't have breadcrumbing in twin flames. Period. That's what she is. That's what she said, and for it, no breadcrumbing is allowed. And guess what happens? The breadcrumbing is actually not equal give and take. So the intention, when somebody doesn't give you the proper attentions, you put more attention towards them. You give them more love. That's what the obsession is. Become first. You give them more attentions. You constantly seeking attentions, but they don't give you. They give you the attentions wherever they feel, they want to do this obsessions situations. That's how they goes. Okay. And guess what? You put more, and you put more pressure into the connections because of this attention. There is a lack of understanding of mutuality, equal give and take. And where there is no equal give and take, you're asking for more attention. So what happened in reality is that when you give, you don't receive. So guess what happens? It comes to a point you have nothing to give. So poof, you pull that off. There is a separation on it. Now the person who's going to receive, guess what? He's seeking that energy from somewhere, someplace, somewhere, and tries to look, try to get, and guess what? He doesn't get it. He's starved. Now, within a both side of the coin we were talking about, the one person understand there has to be equal give and take. And he can give, but he also has to take. And the other side understands before they can take, they have to give. Illumination. See, through the same part of the issue, now that attentions begins to be healed from within, that leads to illuminations. For Oh, hi, Blue Swan. I made a video for you guys. That was the earlier video. I didn't see you there in the chat, but I'm glad that you guys are here. And thank you that you guys love the chat. I'm so happy for you too. I'm gonna give you a buzz after this chat here. For it, I needed something to talk to you about. Something special. All right. Get ready. Here's the deal coming at you. All right. So that's what it is. both individuals, they understand that the equality of the give and take, it has to be, but that obsession actually helps of realizations that this is not healthy relationships for it. This is so much help. Blue Swan, I love you too. It is a help because even the earlier stages, I understood the journey. Only problem is practice. Okay, it took me a while to get all these energies. I still have this knowledge inside of me that I need to poof out for it. But I'm glad to see that the progress between you and her, that you guys make a huge progress in there. Every time when we have the discussions, we're doing the inner work together. I'm helping you out. You guys seeing the situations. You know what? It warms my heart, and I'm so happy for you too. And hopefully one day maybe we'll see each other. Okay, and we can have a very good talks for hours and hours and hours. For and I can understand currently we are in a Mercury retrograde. Now there's a lot of people around here. Everyone is looking at them. But the people who are destined, they are destined to be here. And these videos, they're going to help out later on to more people. So now if you have some questions about this issues, you guys can go ahead and ask right now for ok, todo bien. Estás tú de la cerveza, el vino y mía de la salsa. Todo bien. Ella, por favor, ella de la música bachata. Y la bachata música es solamente para enamorados. I know you guys get it. All for he asked me of the homemade salsa that I made. All for, and I asked that. Okay, the salsa is gonna be from me, and he's got to bring the beer and the wine and bachata's music because the bachata music it's only for a lovers. That's what I said, and Spanish for. You're welcome below at Empress because this is kind of like the last part. And what I find tendency is that you guys asking questions that brings more and more to the end of the journey. That is it, like that, really close. It gets a close and close and close into energies of for the people who's been doing their inner work. That energies right now it's coming, okay, but you need to understand right now we only see a 5% of the things, but it's going to come in at times that we are going to see more and more and more and more, and we are going to heal the past and move on to the future. Okay, it's going to be a couple of months that things has to be sorted out. It's coming, the situations are, but what I see with you guys questions and the energies and the situations that happens in real life and talking to the other twin flames and doing the astrology for clients, I see it. People begin to understand, they begin to be awakened in real energies inside for it. Isn't that beautiful? As you see it here, the inner peace is the leading. But where did that inner peace coming from? From the universe, from God, from the Holy Spirit, to your soul. There was a very good, picture that actually I took today that was showing up. I seen that before because I study it from within, but that was explaining how the things goes inside of your mind, from the mind it's into the soul, and the soul is connecting to the Holy Spirit. It's very beautiful. I may share it here on the YouTube channel. All right, guys. So if there is no questions here, let me know. I've been subscribed to your channel for 5 years. Yes, below interest. Uh, I love to get in this. Like, there is like a pretty much like almost I think like almost 8,000 subscribers or so. And I remember when I started the channel, there was a lot of people who follow it, but the real people who follow it, if you pay attention from within, you need to understand there is a what they call the success ratio. That is a success ratio with the people who following the steps of the journey, following the whole process. And they say out of 100 people, okay, out of those 100 people, 95 will not make it. Four of them will do the things, and there's gonna be a one that actually is gonna go ahead and do it. So by looking at this channel of mine, because I don't promote it as supposed to by the ego, by others, and so on, I let the universe does it. That's what the beauty is of this channel. That's the beauty, the way it is, the way it was set up right at the beginning. I see that right now there is some people who's been following for 5 years, but they are like you, beloved Empress, and they are here and they catching up with the journey. And I'm so glad to see you here. Hi, Natalia. Thank you to have you here. Glad to see you, Sugar Diamond. So thankful for you. I'm grateful to you for all you do, dear. Um, you guys welcome. Right at the beginning, when I was waking up as a twin flame, I knew what it was. That was the pain of me that the people don't understand love. They didn't understood what it means to be happy. They didn't understood what the situations were. The whole journey was leading within this position to come into this point here. Okay, to come to this point of I don't want to say perfection, but to this point of we going out to uh, really within our reactions, within our actions that we have in us, is really to show that we can do a paradise on earth, and the inner peace is leading in there. And I'm so happy for all of you, because when you guys come here, you come in with this peace. You listen to me, you're watching the clips, you help me, you donate some money, and so on, and supporting me. Uh, but if you look at it in the bigger perspective here, we all achieving something incredible. We're achieving the inner peace from within us. And we all did this together. That's why the social media should be using for this mutual agreement. We have a mutual agreement with the twin flames. We have a mutual agreement with the universe, and we have a mutuality from within. But in our own independency, we actually came in together. That's what the Age of Aquarius is. We did that. We achieved the inner peace. That inner peace is going to transfer soon or later. People is going to be tired of these fights, tired of getting up with the same things over and over, tired with the inner fights within them, tired with the wars in the world, tired with the financial wars, tired with the economic wars. People are going to get sick of this. People want peace. The people want happiness. And guess what? We give them the roadmap. That's what the twin flames is. We give them the road map to this. That's the beauty of us. Okay? Don't forget about who you are. You choose that path as a twin flame here for this purpose in you. Okay, so thankful for you and grateful for all you do that, dear. For now, I have to work to do, and I can only say thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome, boss ones. We'll catch up later on. For how do you suggest to quiet the soul to live the obsessive thoughts? Uh, Look the obsessive thoughts, where they came from. Very good question, Sugar Diamond. Uh, where the obsessive thoughts are coming? The obsessive thoughts, they are a pattern from what you knew, like a habit. You to be obsessed. What are you obsessed about it? Take a look at it, what the obsession is. The obsession is actually the lowest thing with an addiction. Okay, don't allow to cross this path with an addictions because you might be addicted all of a sudden to it. So look at it, the patterns from within you, where the obsession is, what the obsession is from within you. The obsessions for being together, the obsessions being in the bed together. The obsession is because you wanted the love from within them, or any other obsession could be just obsession with certain things that you are. Look at it, the obsessive patterns from what you knew. Okay. Did they lead you to what? Where are they coming from? Okay. Because looking at on this, it's going to give you the answers from what you knew. If you need some help, find me on the Facebook. We can go ahead and look at it more deeply and the issue together. I will be happy to assist you. Okay, but the obsessive thoughts, they are leading to some kind of patterns from within you because they are thoughts. Where are the thoughts coming from? The mind, but where are the mind is getting feed from within. Okay, I need to work on videos that you showed me. I'm going to apply your lessons. Those one, thank you, thank you. I am the runner. I've sat very mean. I've said very mean things recently. I'm not ready for reunion, but I wonder if you should apologize or just give it time. My words has been haunting me. Ooh, Sugar Diamond. You need to understand. I'm so glad that you came to it. When you said very mean things, that was your ego, and you probably hurt it deeply the person. Okay. Now take a look at it inside of you. How was that? How did you learn to hurt people like this? Where did you learn to hurt people like this? With meaningful words. And then you realize the hurt and the pain, but that was the hurt and the pain from the past, and you run away from that pain. If I'm you, I would look that pain and I will find the answers in there because that's what the answer is. And that will change you from within. Now, when you do the change, you will have the courage. You will go ahead and say the truth from within you, and you will have the strength and the courage to apologize. But it has to be the truth change from within you. The reason what's haunting you, because that's what you said, my words are haunting me. Yes, they were haunting you because it is a pain. They hunting you because you have to look and dive from within the pain in you. And you, as a runner, since you know that you're a runner, you run from something. What did you run from? You run from fear, you run from lies, you learn from whatever that might cause might be, but you ran from it. You actually run from yourself. That's what the runners does. You run from not doing your inner work in you. That's what this is. Uh, we mean inner work, dear. I get it. High purity passion. Can you elaborate over what you said about when the obsession comes to the mind, and the question is, who is behind the thought? Um, you're the best to solve the puzzle. Yeah, that's what. I don't know. Maybe that's coming from. Uh, we talked about this before. I graduate from college, a class that certifies you as a maintenance supervisor, and that is called root cause failure analysis with machinery. To understand, you getting dive deep with in the root cause why the machines are breaking. Okay, but that helped me to, within the powers within me, within the situations within me, to actually create the same pattern thought. I worked for 20 some years as a industrial technician. I was troubleshooting things in a deep level. I was going deep to the root cause of the problem, but now that helps me here. That helps me here. I'm using it the same way of looking at things from within. Why? Because I looked at the machines within my soul. I'm looking at the situations now here within my soul. That's what it is. All I had to learn is the habit of troubleshooting. Okay. That's what at work they love me when I send me to the machines. I can go ahead and go and doing the things precisely into digging it to the reality of the problems. Four. But to go back to your question, can you elaborate over the what you said about when your obsession comes to the mind? Obsession, when it comes to the mind, it's fed. It has a input information. It's feed from somewhere. Usually, that is a attention. That is a what we call the energy vampires, the attention seekers. Okay, what they do is they want the attention so they can cooperate. But there is something within the twin flames, because you feel so much love. You want to give that love. You give them, within the hopes you can receive something, right? You can get something from it. A lot of the twin flames, they're in the pain because they don't receive it. Because the person never knew how to give love. Okay. So the obsession in there to give in order to receive just a little bit, the tiny minor thing. Okay. Talking about the one side. But the other side is worst within the runner who doesn't give love. Later on, that love that you've been giving, they begin to feel that love inside of it, within the soul, because God is there to talk into them. And guess what? Later on, they become an awakened. Later on, they get this love. Now, they want to have this love from you, but they have to understand. They also have to give in order to receive. That's what I wanted to elaborate within this Blue Swan. And I know the YouTube are working on that, and you guys are pretty okay with this. Okay. Dio, you're the best. Okay. Thank you, Dio. Unsit and set. All right. Do you guys have some any more questions? It was a very good session. For if you have some any more questions, let's go ahead and talk about it. But reunion, that's mean that when you are reunite with your twin flame, All this is going to be based out of the divine and the inner peace from within. That's what it is. And if there is anything that destroys that inner peace, both of you is not going to permit that, because you're going to value your connections more than anything else in the world, because you understood the price you paid to get to this inner peace. And you understand that that inner peace from within, it is the inner peace that's going to be passing the family members, to the public out there, to the society. That's how you make your job here, your destiny here. That's what you're here for. All right, guys. There is no more questions. Let's share some love here, guys. Yes, beloved Empress. I'm so happy that you're here as a runner, because you value the love. It doesn't matter how hard it is, the situation says, you're actually doing it. And I admire you for it, really, because I know what that is. I had someone who was a runner and he shared everything. And you here, you're working out to overcome whatever you need to overcome there. All right. So thank you for being here. Be loved too. Wow, that's heavy in the mechanics of humanity. You are a soul mechanic engineer for divinity. We love you, dear. Thank you for what you do. Thank you, Boss One. You know how that goes, right? Through our talks and through our situations, and help you and her. I don't know who is behind the keyboard now. I don't know if that's Eva or Kurt. Whoever that is, I love you both, guys. And four. It's 18:18 on the clock. So there you go. That's for you guys. This energy of union in you guys. Okay. You guys welcome. All right. Let's share the love here. And by the way, what do you guys want to talk about tomorrow? What do you guys want to talk about tomorrow? Anyone coming up with a topic? Mhm. Okay, I'm gonna have some smoky with you guys. Uh, we went through that 144K not a while back. Blue Swan. We did that talk. We already done it. Anyone else have idea about a topic? Yeah. This topic was from Diamond B, guys. Just give her a credit. Probably she has something to do, not to be here in the chant. For Permanent One. Hi. Hi, thank you for being here, Permanent One. If you have any idea for a topic for guys, let me know. Or you got anything that you want to do. So Or maybe I should look in it for a topic. I will talk to you for a little bit about catching up your own self in the mind. Um, nice talk to you last Wednesday. Glad you liked it. That's what is good. It's always good when you're getting here the positive feedbacks here. I also love to have also negative feedbacks so we can discuss both sides in here. But what I want to talk to you here is catching up your mind when your mind is wondering. When you wonder what could happen, what should happen, and so on, and you catching up yourself wondering things, what are you telling yourself? Where the feed informations is coming from? Where the situations are coming from within? And then you will understand to catch your own self within this journey. This journey is set up by the divine, by the love, by understanding. Love heals everything, but is the love healing you first? Because when the love heals you first, then it's going to heal everyone around you. That's including your family, that's including your acquaintances, your friends, your parents, your lineage, and so on and so on from within you. All right. Well, there is no topic, so guess what? I will see tomorrow. We are going to dig up a topic for you guys. All right. And let's share the love in here. And I will see you tomorrow at 4. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you for being here. And you guys be love. Here's some gifts for you. Just open them up.